Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to do a game that is near and dear to my heart, which is one of my most favoriteest games of all time, Final Fantasy. Remember this? Look at this, was the actual book from the original game, way back when they actually had books. And then it comes with like a big ass maps, your magic and everything. Like this is all old school stuff that used to come when you bought a game. Now you have to pay an extra 150 bucks to get a cloth map whenever you purchase a game nowadays. Otherwise, everything's online, which is good because, you know, there was a lot of packaging when it came to all this stuff. But, like, there's just a nostalgic feel to actually owning the books and the boxes and seeing all the fun little things. So that's just personal. But we're not going to do too much into this because I think everybody does know at least a little bit of Final Fantasy. I mean, they have remade this game, now they're on the 7th remake of Final Fantasy, all the first original ones. I used to love doing, I've actually beat this game with a combination of pretty much every single way possible. So we are just going to do a quick little, oops, that's right, you can't do that. It is a smaller name text. Oh yeah, we just do that. Alright, so we do a black belt. The black belt always was like one of my favorite. He hits like a truck. He's a beast. And he has been a beast in all the games for the most part. Let's see, I'm going to do another one. And we'll do a red mage, just because I like the red mage. They're a little of everything. We'll just do that, and we'll call it a day. The music of Final Fantasy is some of the best music in any game ever. And everything is so iconic and just, like, when you hear it, you just know it. So, like, they've remade this a bunch, and they've made some of the aspects good, but they've kind of taken away a little bit of the heart and soul of the game itself. I don't know, there's just something about just everything about this game that just really was like almost perfection back in the day. I could not get enough of playing this game at all. I mean, to this day, I've beaten every remake and remaster. I have them all on the Nintendo DS or Game Boy Advance or whatever, as well as the PSP and the PlayStation 1 and the new Pixel Remaster and the other original Pixel Remaster on NES or on PC. Like, you name it, I have it, just because I love the game so much. And as nice as the remakes are, there's just something about the original that just you can't duplicate. Like, you know, all the remasters have taken away a little bits and pieces of this game, and it's a little sad. Alright, so we're gonna buy a rapier for you. We'll buy the iron for you. The black belt you never equip anything on, and they just go to town. So we'll buy a chain. And I think we'll just do wooden because I don't remember if he can do anything else. Alright, so we're going to go to weapon. Armor. I guess I didn't buy the... Did I not buy that at all? No. Huh. I thought I bought the hammer, but I guess I did not. Well, let's just buy the rapier instead. Like, I don't know, this interface is just kind of very classic. Now you have the whole thing where you just left and right shoulder and you optimize their things, and there's just, it's not the same. It's good, don't get me wrong, and I do really enjoy the remakes, and then they did change a lot of some of the few things that that was a problem in the original, which we're going to get into right now here in a second, which is one of the only things that I really had a problem with, is in combat when you would attack something and it dies, the rest of your guys would just attack air and they would not attack the anything else. And that was always an issue, which I didn't like. I kind of understood it, but... So, like, we're going to all attack here. And if you've played any of the remakes or anything else, they have fixed this. But see, now that that guy's dead, they attack air. Which... doesn't make sense. But it also kind of makes it to where you actually have to pay attention, and you just can't keep hitting a button. So in that aspect, I do actually like it that way. Because in some of the ones now, all you do is you don't even pay attention, and you can actually auto battle now. You hit one button and they just all auto attack. And it's fine for some of the because it is a monotonous, tedious thing as far as JRPGs go, with the constant battling everything. But needless to say, I know this had a lot of coding errors, and there's a lot of issues with certain shields, certain attacks, just a whole bunch of a plethora of random little slight errors in the coding that caused a couple of weird things in the game. That eventually wound up getting fixed. They had that in a lot of the different games. A lot of the Final Fantasies had some weird things with, like, some of the shields and some of the weapons that were not working properly in the coding. Yeah, it takes the black belts a couple of levels before they start getting their prowess, but once they do, they just start to hit like crazy. But there's not really much to say about this. I mean, as it being a roleplay game as well, like, we can't just like kind of get into it and do a couple things. I mean, there's a lot of monotony and everything that comes with it, but I figure we would play a few minutes of Final Fantasy for nostalgic sake, if nothing else, because I'm sure a lot of you have been playing some of the newer released ones and almost forgot about, if never even actually really played the original to begin with. So I figure we would do a little bit of the original here for everybody and enjoy what was the true godfather of JRPGs, is Final Fantasy, really. I think this is what got anybody that was actually on the Nintendo and played this into RPGs. I mean, this built a franchise which is still going strong today, and I can't wait for the release of the new one here in about 2 weeks. So we're looking forward to that. Looks like we're going back to fantasy, which I am so looking forward to. Because I've gotten so sick of the sci-fi garbage that I'm over it, and I really am looking forward to going back to not so much the roots, because unfortunately it is going to be more of an action RPG than a true JRPG. But you know what? I mean, part of going with the times, I get it to an extent. You know, it is a big company, so they want to get as much people involved as possible and not alienate a lot of the people by doing an older school RPG. And it's not as flashy and as crazy as, you know, an action RPG is, because that's nonstop action and craziness instead of tons and tons of, you know, which could be boring random battles and, you know, leveling and, you know, gearing up. So, alright, well, with that being said, guys, this is Final Fantasy. Like I said, pretty much my favorite game of all times, which I still to this day play. And I will continue to play until I'm old and gray. And on my deathbed, I'm going to be playing this on Nintendo just because I love it that damn much. Alright, so hopefully some of you guys feel the same way I do. And at least at some point have been enjoying the, if nothing else, the Pixel remasters that just came out are really, really good. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. You have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. All right.